Welcome in to the Rookie Mistakes Podcast. I am your host, Trades on Trades. In this league we'll be overviewing is the Big Mistakes Dynasty League, where I will each week go over our matchups and how everyone played against each other and just kind of players that stood out on your team, so that you it's just a pod that I do, something extra per league that I'm trying out. I mean, I've done the Rookie Mistakes League that is a redraft league. I've been doing it for about 3 years now. And this will be the first year I'm doing a Dynasty, so this will be a little more fun. I do want to start... I want to bring in some FaceTime videos of me with each one of you, if any of you are down to do it, and just kind of give a background check basically on who you are, so everybody can kind of see who you are that watches this, and then, break down your next matchup or previous matchups or your thought on the league or whatever it is that you might, want to talk about. We'll get into that, and then it'll be quick. I mean, I'm not going to make you do a 30-minute long video. I mean, it's probably going to be 5 minutes max. Just kind of break down a few things, and then anything extra you want to say, and then I'll put it in this corner of the video, and just kind of let you say a few things, and we'll move on from there. But I'll be doing this one on Tuesdays. I wasn't able to do it yesterday and send it out to everybody because I had a late night and didn't have my iPad to overlook everything, to keep up with everything. So expect this one on Tuesdays typically, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'm going to break out the matchups. And also on top of that, each week I'll do a Big Mistakes. Typically in my other ones is Rookie Mistakes, but in this one it'll be Big Mistakes of the week. Somebody that started a big mistake in their lineup that cost them the loss. Typically. I keep saying typically, my bad. I don't know why I keep doing that. But, sorry, I thought somebody was coming in. And we'll kind of do that. I mean, that's kind of the breakdown of what I do here. I'll probably venture out eventually to doing a little extra on, per league, but for right now, I'm just going to do the gist of it, so you kind of get a breakdown of what I do. So we'll get into the first matchup of the week once I get there. Okay. All right. In this matchup, we had Rookie Fever. No. I have to go into last week's matchups. Not this week. That's where I'm already starting wrong there, bud. Okay, in this one, we had Ty Hostreiser. I can't say your last name. I've never been able to say your last name, so I would appreciate it, Ty, if you would just change your name to something I can say. That, and I'll just stick with Ty, because I have for years messed up your last name more ways than once. I don't want to keep doing that. So he gets the W this week, 142.5 to 117.5 by Sheldon Joyce, who is also using Team Sheldon Joyce. Come on, guys, it's a dynasty. You want to be remembered as Team Joyce? Come on there, bud. It's whatever. It's cool. It's whatever. I don't like it. You shouldn't either, being a league of importance. But it's cool. It's whatever. Don't mind me. Just the league mish. So Ty gets the dub. Jesus Christ, in this one I forgot we did the running back extra 0.5 or whatever to rushes. Because, man. You had Jaden Daniels with 32.3. You had Tony Pollard went off for 22.3. Brian Robinson, 19.8. Justin Jefferson, 5.9. That's pretty solid, considering the major changes to that league or to that team. You had Travis Kelce with letdown, a 6.4. Laporta, bold strategy. I always say it's a bit of a bold strategy there, Cotton, that you went with Laporta in the flex spot. Doesn't matter, though. You got the dub. And Jahmyr Gibbs, 19.32. Why is he in a flex spot, man? What do you have on your... Okay, well, He's your best running back, but you have him on your flex, which, whatever. I got ADHD, so it kind of bothers me when things don't look right to me. I don't know why. But it is what it is. Jake Elliott with 10. On your bench, you had 12 from Bryce Young, 25 from Jameson Williams, and that was about it on your team. But either way, you got the dub. Sheldon Joyce had Joe Burrow with a stinker, Kyron with 16, Devon Achane with 24, Jamar Chase with 12.2. I thought you would have thought that would have been higher without Higgins in there. Nico Collins with 17.7. I was kind of excited to see that. Luke Musgrave with a goother. Keenan Allen 6.9. Jerome Ford had 21.02. Don't know why I added that in there. T. Bass with 10. On your bench, you had Dak with 11. Eckler with 10.6. Jaden McMillan, 10.2. The rookie. And Christian Watson with 10 on your bench as well. I only bring up the bench deals because you kind of, some people don't really keep up with other people's teams or players that kind of had a solid outing. So sometimes I kind of throw that out there so people get like, oh, well, that's solid. Might look into that guy in this league and elsewhere. Next matchup we'll get into. Also, no, never mind. You finished. Never mind. Nope, forget what I was going to say because I already did. Next matchup, Rookie Fever, Austin I'm not going to say it either. Austin 316. I'm going to rock with it. The Diddlers versus the Diddlers. Chris Garza. Damn. Well, I guess Austin's teams are filled with rookies pretty much in this league. Chris Garza had 143.9 in the win over Austin with 102. Garza had Josh Allen with 33 points. Isaiah Pacheco, 17.96. Alvin Kamara, 25.9. Puka with 8.5. Got hurt, out 4 weeks. Darn. DJ Moore, 10.67, even though Caleb Williams looked like caca. Debo had 19.8. And in this league, he's going to be very fun to watch, being that he runs some. Rashee Rice was 17.3. On your bench, T. Law with 11.6. Alexander Madison was 17.11. Wow. I didn't know that. And Isaiah Likely with 26.10. Hope to see him in your starting lineup next week. Austin had Anthony Richardson, 29.7. Zach Moss was 16.2. Neighbors, 11.6. Bowers, 11.8. Brian Thomas, 14.7. On your bench, Ladd McConkey with 4.9. Got some rookies there looking pretty good. Marvin Harrison with 1.4. That's stinker. That kind of sucks to happen. I mean, it happens. It happens. Part of the game, I guess. Part of the game. Whoa. Here we go. Bryce Kippenberger with 119. Sorry about that. 119 versus the Jigbas in Paris. Seth Olsaker, 86.81. Sheesh, there's probably going to be something on your bench that would have gotten you the dub too, huh? Ooh. Got a qualifier for big mistake. Bryce Kippenberger, even with starting CMC who was out, Jesus, still get the dub. Tua with 19, CMC out, ETN 14, Stephon Diggs 22, Cooper Cup of Coffee 32 points. You're welcome. Fairbairn. No, never mind. You drafted Cooper Cup in this one. My bad. Different league. Fairbairn, 17 points at kicker. On your bench, Justice Hill with 11. Greg Dortch with 11. And your taxi spot, Irving. Bucky Irving with 12.58. Very nice. Seth Olsaker and Jigbas in Paris. He had Pat Mahomes at 16, Bijan 19.3, David Montgomery 20, Zay Flowers, 11. Mark Andrews with a 3.4. Drake London with a 3.5. Deontay Johnson, 3.9. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 3.9. What is with your team? Younghoe Koo, 4. You're really on that one today. How much did you lose by? Is it 20? Yeah. I don't know even if you would have made a change there, you would have got the dub there. On your bench, though, you had J.K. Dobbins with 29. Zach Charbonnet with 12. Tyler Lockett, 13. Wandale with 12. I'm sure as you started all 3 of your top bench players, you probably squeak out a win. But I'm not going to say that's a big mistake because I don't know. I wouldn't have done anything different for sure. I mean, I liked your lineup. They just all decided this was a week not to perform. So that was that matchup. Get to the next one. The top scorer on the week, Kaysen Harveston. Sorry, I'm hearing a child scream in the background. Saquon D's nuts. Saquon D's nuts. That's gonna mess me up more times than I can count. Versus, he had 176 points versus Bolton's Flayed Men, 120, which is Cody Glazier. I don't really know Cody Glazier, but from a lot of conversations over the messenger, seems like a pretty good guy. I like him. Pretty locked into fantasy, and that is what it is about, okay? It is life. This is life, and if you don't act that way, I'll hold my tongue. I'm not going to say any further. Kaysen had Lamar Jackson with 30.9, Barkley 38, Walker 23. What a week to play him. Sheesh. Even with St. Brown only getting you 4.3. Tank Dell got you 9.8. Njoku with 8.4. He's going to be out, though, next week, I believe. Aaron Jones went off for 23. Singletary, 10. Jake Moody, 26. You got, Jesus. Just the team you had this week went off. My Lord. On your bench, Deshaun, the soon-to-be jailbirds, Watson, 14.5. Zeke Elliott with 14.8. Brandon Cooks, 14. Judy, 11 on your bench. And that was about that. Cody Glazier's team, we're looking at Brock Purdy with 10. James Cook with 16. James Conner, 21. That was a good... they started the game rocking with James very hard. Let him keep going and going. I mean, the first 3 or 4 plays was all James Conner. Love to see it. I like following the Cardinals, so I will be keeping up with that. Please send him back to me. Again, I don't even know if this is the... Yeah, it is. You're welcome. You're freaking welcome. CeeDee Lamb with 14.8. Waddle with 16.3. McBride with... Yeah, it was a pretty average 8 points for a tight end right now. Devontae Smith, 15.4. Javonte Williams let you down a little bit. Wouldn't have mattered, though. I can't say much. Wouldn't have mattered. Dicker the kicker, 12. On your bench, you had Bo Nix, 14. Minshew, 12. Herbert, 10. Najee, 12. Bigsby, 10.81. Had more carries than, or the same, if not more, than ETN. And he did more with it, surprisingly. Wow. I also believe I gave him to you in this league. Jesus. This is going to happen quite a bit because I do trade quite often, or used to trade quite often. Been holding back a little bit here lately. 13.2 Shakira. And that was all of that matchup. Lost by 56. Nothing on that would have changed. Kaysen went off for a week. This next matchup's going to have something. I got a feeling. That was a close one. Sheesh. Shelky, also known as Team Shelky. What do you know? What's with all these freaking teams, guys? All of y'all. Killing me. Hurting me a little bit on the inside, I'm not going to lie. Shelky had 144 versus 143 by Trades All Night, Austin Mendel. We had Shelke had C.J. Stroud 19 points, Josh Jacobs 16, Stevenson 27, Mike Evans 23, George Pickens 13, Fergalicious only had 4.5. Tyreek Hill going off for 26 points, and who would have known if he was playing that game? I gotta tell you, celebrations on that touchdown with the hands behind the back, chef's kiss, loved it. And there was a lot going in on that. I mean, he came out and said that he was done wrong, which anybody would in that situation, I think. But now they're saying they might actually press charges on the cop that threw him or put him on the ground. So now it's kind of like turning around a little bit, trying to see what's going on here. Not that I really actually care, because I really don't. That sounded awful. Fuck him. Jakobi Meyers, not Jakobi Meyers. Your kicker, Jason Myers. Kicker with 10. On your bench, Stafford 15, Levis 10. You dropped him though. Dang it, it wouldn't have mattered. You had a great going there. Jordan Mason with 29 on your bench, and a bunch of guys that were out, rookies that were out. And that was it on that one. Austin Mendel with 20 from Jalen Hurts, 13 from Jonathan Taylor. A.J. Brown, 22. You did. One of the few people I know that started Reed with 34 points. My Lord, Evan Ingram hurt you with 1.5. Worthy, 21. One of the few that started Worthy. Holy crap, you started Alan Pierce? That's Alec. I always say Alan. Alec Pierce with 21.5. Bold, man. That's a... wow. I wonder what's on your bench. What position would have... if you had a different running back or tight end, probably... let's see what you got. Jamal, isn't it? Jamal Williams on your bench. He went off for 13 points. Had you played him, you win this week. You literally lost by 0.51. 1 point would have changed this and you win. But if you started freaking Alec Pierce, I don't know. So Jamal Williams is really the only player on your team that I would have started, or Rashid Shaheed with 16, but I don't know where you would have put it. All those other players pretty well went off this week. You just unfortunately played the next highest scorer. That sucks. That always happens when you don't need it. Even Conklin on your bench only got 0.1 difference. And Komet only got 0.1 difference. Oh, Michael Mayer, though. Sorry, I've been talking about this one a little too long. Ooh, had you started Michael Mayer over Evan Ingram, you win this week. Fucking wild. Yeah, I don't know. That might have to take the cake there, but we'll see. You still got my matchup. Trades on trades. Myself versus disgruntled minions. Pedro Marin. He gets the win, 113-99. I'm sure I did something wrong here. He has Jordan Love with 17, Derrick Henry 12, Rashad White with 18. You hurt you. Jordan Addison hurt you. Kittle with 8, average. That's fine. Joe Mixon's what got you. 34.45 went off this week. Raheem Mostert 4.3. Bud, you're going to be hurt. You got like 3-4 dudes that are hurt next week. Sheesh. But that was about it. Jared Goff on your bench with 12.7. Baker Mayfield 30.67. Sheesh. And that was about it. My team, I had Kyler Murray with 16.9. Brees Lightning with 20. McLaughlin only got me 7. It's fair enough. I wasn't expecting much. Garrett Wilson with 12. I was hoping for more. Olave 3. Let down. Kincaid 2. Devontae Adams 10.9. DK Metcalf only got me 5. Brandon Aubrey went pretty good for me. 21 points at kicker. Those kickers sometimes, by God, they save you. Fields on my bench with 14. Yep, there it is. Chris Godwin 22.3 had I started him. Kyle Pitts 11.6. see if I started. Yeah. Yep. I lost by 14, like 13, a little over 13. And I started Chris Godwin over Olave. That's a 19-point swing. I win this week. Nobody probably would have done it, but you know what? Or go Chris Godwin over DK. Yep. That's it. I'll take it. I'll take the punch on the chin week 1. All right. I'll take it. I always want to say rookie mistakes because the other league, the biggest mistake of the week was me. I made the biggest mistake by not starting Chris Godwin over a different flex option to get the dub this week. I'll take it on the chin so nobody has to. Disgrace. Freaking disgrace. Freaking ridiculous. Those were our matchups for week 1. Our top performers on the week was Kason Harveston with 176 points. Shaquan D's Nuts. That's going to get me a few times. Shelky at number 2 with 144 and Chris Garza with 143. We had a few guys up there, though. Ty with 142. Bryce 119. Cody Glazier 120. Then you had Austin Miller with 143. Sheesh. Good weeks for you guys. And that is all for this week. I will get more done through as the weeks go on. But that's just going to break you down on week 1. And we're out. Big Mistakes League Dynasty. See ya.